Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Able to slither by. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
steps away. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 22 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
close eyes good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Fields. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Fields rolling to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Devontae Smith now from his end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Breaks a tackle. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To try again after the sack.
Fields.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Coup for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 42 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.